there's our room for rent.
Let's hope someone takes the bait.
It had to be. His daughter Lily deserved that much. The medical bills sat in a neat pile on the corner table. Stage 3 leukemia. Those 3 words had changed everything 2 years ago. His wife had left shortly after the diagnosis, unable to handle the weight of it all. Marcus never blamed her. Fear makes people do strange things. He worked 2 jobs now. Construction during the day. Security guard 3 nights a week. But it still wasn't enough. The treatments were draining every penny. That's why he'd posted the ad for the spare room. The doorbell rang. Standing at his door was a young woman with kind eyes and a worn backpack. Her clothes were simple, almost threadbare. She couldn't have been more than 20. "Hi, I'm here about the room," she said softly. "Come in." Marcus gestured. "I'm Marcus. You must be Elena." She nodded, glancing around the modest space. Her eyes paused on the medical equipment in the corner, then moved to a framed photo of Lily. "Your daughter?" Elena asked. "Yes, Lily. She's 8. Marcus felt his throat tighten. "She's sick. That's why I need to rent the room. I won't lie to you. Things are tight here. But the room is clean and the rent is fair." Elena was quiet for a moment. "Can I meet her?" They walked to Lily's room. She was propped up on pillows, drawing a sketchbook. Her head was covered with a colorful scarf. Her skin pale, but her smile genuine. "Hi," Lily said. "Are you going to live with us?" Elena sat on the edge of the bed. "Would you like that?" "Dad needs help," Lily said simply, "and I could use a friend." Something passed between them in that moment, an understanding that Marcus couldn't quite name. "I'll take the room," Elena said. The rent she offered was less than he'd asked for. Marcus hesitated, but the sincerity in her eyes made him accept. Elena moved in that afternoon with just 2 bags. Over the following weeks, something unexpected happened. She didn't just rent a room. She became part of their small family. She'd make breakfast before Marcus left for his early shift. She'd sit with Lily during treatments, reading to her or helping with schoolwork. She never asked for anything in return. One evening, Marcus came home to find Elena on the phone in her room. The door was slightly open. "No, Dad, I told you. I need to do this my way. I need to know what real life feels like, what real people struggle with." There was a pause. "Yes, I'm safe. I'll come home when I'm ready." Marcus quietly stepped away. He'd noticed things. The way Elena's clothes were old, but her shoes were expensive. How she seemed uncomfortable with technology, but had a new laptop. Small contradictions he'd chosen to ignore. 2 months passed. Lily's condition worsened. The hospital called about overdue bills. They were threatening to stop treatment. Marcus sat at the kitchen table that night, his head in his hands. He'd sold everything he could. There was nothing left. Elena found him there. "What's wrong?" she asked gently. The words came pouring out. The bills, the fear, the impossible choice of keeping a roof over their heads or keeping his daughter alive. Elena listened without interrupting. Then she said something that changed everything. "I can help, but I need you to trust me." The next morning, a man in an expensive suit arrived at their door. He spoke quietly with Elena, then handed Marcus a folder. "Miss Whitmore has arranged for all of Lily's medical expenses to be covered," he said, "as well as 6 months of your living expenses." Marcus stared at Elena. "Whitmore, as in Whitmore Industries." She nodded slowly. "My father owns it. I left home 6 months ago. I needed to understand what life was like for people who weren't born into wealth, who worked hard, who loved deeply despite having so little." "Why didn't you tell me?" Marcus asked. "Because you treated me like a person, not a checkbook." You and Lily showed me what real kindness looks like, what family means. That's worth more than anything my father's money could buy." Tears filled Marcus's eyes. "I can't accept this." "You already taught me something priceless," Elena said. "You taught me that wealth isn't measured in bank accounts. It's measured in moments like Lily reading to me before bed, or you making an extra sandwich for my lunch because you noticed I always looked hungry. You gave me a home when I needed one most. Let me return the favor." Lily appeared in her doorway, weak but smiling. "Does this mean Elena's staying?" Elena knelt beside her. "If you'll have me, not as a tenant, as family." Marcus pulled them both into a hug. For the first time in 2 years, he let himself cry, not from despair, but from overwhelming gratitude. Sometimes the people we help end up helping us in ways we never imagined. And sometimes the smallest act of kindness creates ripples that change everything. Lily went into remission 4 months later. Elena stayed, not in the spare room, but in their hearts, where family belongs. If this story touched your heart, please share, and subscribe for more heartwarming tales. Leave a comment below telling us about a time when kindness changed your life. Your story might inspire someone who needs hope today.